Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm making my favorite cheesecake and it's gluten-free. Now, cheesecake can be intimidating, but this recipe is super easy to make and so yummy. The ingredients you'll need for this are 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt, a 1/2 tablespoon of vanilla, 1 cup of sugar, 2/3 of a cup of sour cream, and 4 eggs slightly beaten. In today's video, I'm using Critters gluten-free chocolate cookies, which I will crush up to make our crust. And finally, most importantly, you'll need 2 pounds of cream cheese at room temperature. The first thing we will be doing today is preparing our springform pan by lining it with parchment paper between the bottom and the springform side. Since we will be using a water bath, we are going to use aluminum foil and plastic wrap to create a barrier for our cake while it bakes. It's very important here to make sure that your cake pan is sealed so that no water leaks in while baking. Once done, give it a quick spritz with some non-stick cooking spray, and we'll put our pan to the side and start on our cheesecake batter. In a large bowl, preferably a stand mixer, but you can use a hand mixer, add your 2 pounds of softened cream cheese along with your 1 cup of sugar. Using a paddle, blend until completely smooth. Don't be afraid to overdo it here. The last thing you want in your cheesecake is lumps. After about 5 minutes, your batter should be nice and smooth. You can go ahead and add your sour cream, salt, and vanilla extract and mix for another 15-20 seconds or so. Then we'll add our 4 eggs and give it another beat for another 20 seconds, scrape down the sides, another 20 or 30 seconds. And then it's done. Next up is our crust. Since I'm using a 10-inch pan today, we're going to need to use the entire box of Critters gluten-free chocolate cookies. We're also adding in 1 stick of melted butter once the cookies are nicely crushed. After mixing, we'll go ahead and form the crust of our cake. Just press it in, be firm. Sadly, I didn't have any gloves, but you should definitely wear gloves while you're doing this if you're doing it by hand. Just spread your cookies out on the bottom of your pan and press them in firm. Then you can add your batter and it's ready for the oven. We're now going to prepare our water bath. You'll want a large deep dish pan that your cheesecake pan can easily fit inside of. And then add hot water until about halfway up the side of your springform pan. We've preheated our oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. I'll be baking mine for about an hour, but since oven temperatures and humidity can vary, I would suggest to check yours after about 45 minutes. Your cheesecake should have a lovely golden top on it without any cracks. Once done, you'll want to let your cheesecake cool at room temperature before refrigerating overnight to ensure that your cheesecake is perfectly set. Now that we've let our cake set overnight, it's time to depan and dig in. Using an offset spatula, we can release the cake from the edges before we unhinge the spring. Remove the springform sides and transfer your cheesecake to a serving platter using the parchment paper. From there, we will be slowly and carefully sliding the parchment paper out from under the bottom of the cake using rolling motion. And now we're all set. I always suggest when cutting cheesecake to use a wet towel to wipe your knife in between cuts to give you those perfect slices of this delicious gluten-free cheesecake. I hope you have all enjoyed my very first video tutorial. If so, be sure to hit the like button below and subscribe button so you can stay tuned for all of the great food videos that I'll be bringing everyone. Thank you guys so much and have a great day.